is my third time getting locks. Yes, that means I have gotten locks, had them for a couple months, and then combed them out twice. First time I got locks, I want to say it was like the end of 2021. I kept them for like 6 months, so like halfway into 2022. I took them out because I just was not feeling them. And then in 2023, I was like, I'm going to try again. And then I kept them for like 6 months again. And then I took them out last year during the summer. Why I took my locks out, I would always say it was like the size. This time I have MicroLocs, but the other 2 times I just had regular size locks. And I will say that that's like 50% of the reason why. Like, I will say that I love my MicroLocs. Like, this was the size that I was meant to have from the very beginning. But I will also say that the other like 50% is just that like I had a mindset change between like the past couple months of me not having locks and getting my current MicroLocs. To say your lock journey is a journey, it truly is. And I think I've started to realize that the way that you see yourself and the way that you present yourself is political in its own little way. Stay with me. Not a new concept. This is like not a new idea. It's been spoken about on TikTok before, and I was there consuming it, being like, that makes sense, but like that doesn't apply to me though. But it does. It does apply. Before getting my locks, my hair was like my pride and joy. Like, that was like the only thing I liked about myself. It was long and it was straight because I would straighten it all the time. And so when I started my lock journey the first time, I thought, okay, well, I don't want to straighten my hair anymore. But when I got the locks, I felt like the locks emphasized everything I didn't like about myself. Like, I could see my face now. I could see, I don't know. It's just like, it just highlighted everything I didn't like. And I couldn't take it, and I took them out. It was a mental struggle because I really, really wanted locks. But every time I would get them, I just hated how I looked. Like, I hated it. And I couldn't figure out why. And I think the big thing was like the idea of softness. Like, I talk about on this page all the time that my goal is to look like what I think a fairy would look like. And I follow a lot of people who have locks, and I'm like, they look like a fairy. But as soon as the locks got on my head, I'm like, I am not soft enough for this. Like, I don't look soft or pretty enough without my hair being like long and straight and or curly. Like, you watch like soft girl videos or whatever, and like their hair all looks the same, like usually. And I don't know, I just felt like I was like, if I want to be soft, like the locks are not doing it for me. But I wanted them so bad, and I didn't want to think like that anymore. I really wanted a hairstyle that was like my natural hair. Like, I didn't want to have to straighten my hair or feel like I had to straighten it anymore. But this mindset started to change last year after I took out my locks. Like, I went on vacation, so I couldn't straighten my hair immediately. But when I did finally straighten it, I hated it. I thought it looked unnatural on me and flat and boring. And I was like, why? Like, this is what I wanted. At least that's what I thought I wanted. Actually, I do know when this might started to change. It was when people were making like Nars Smith was huge, and people were starting to make like think pieces and like post like, there's a reason why this is huge. Like, it's painting this narrative of what you should look like. And as someone who I didn't really watch her content, but like I watched content that was like what I felt like was in that range. So like soft girl lifestyle, like cutesy, like pinky, like stay at home, sometimes like girlfriend or mom. And there's nothing inherently wrong with those things, but they're there for a reason. They're there to make you think a certain way. And I was like, I don't want to keep falling for that. To say that like I'm not gonna wear pink anymore or like look a certain way. It's just that like, you know, everything is, like I said, political. Think about why you want to look a certain way and what that means. If I want to constantly change my hair in a way that I don't even really like, but I think I need to change it just because it doesn't fit like a standard that I'm making up in my head, then that's a problem. And maybe we need to look into that. And I was looking into it every single day. I'm like, okay, well, why do I think I look better with straight hair? Like, and then don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna wear wigs sometimes. Like, I love dyeing my hair crazy colors, but now I have a deeper understanding of like, I feel like I didn't know what I really liked. Like, I was just like, you know what, they look soft, and at least what I think is soft, so I'm gonna do that. But now I'm like, maybe not. Like, I can see the way that I want to dress is changing a little bit. The way I want my hair to be is changing. The way I like see things is kind of changing. Like rambling, or if it doesn't make sense. Like the first part of this video I did write out because it was just like, in these days I felt like I needed to say something. Like say how I've been feeling. I don't usually make videos like this, but it's just been on my mind for a couple of days. So I did write out the first part. Now I'm kind of just like rambling, honestly. Continuing to dress the way you want to dress, look the way you want, especially if it's alt or like not the norm, is like just the beginning, just the start of staying true to yourself and not letting these next 4 years overtake you, whatever the word is. That's all to say that this time getting my locks, it feels different and it feels right. Like I saw them and I thought, this is where I needed to be.